Good afternoon, good evening, whatever. Just one sec. Welcome to Professor's Live on Demand. This session we're looking at Opencart. Opencart is a website platform allowing you to host, design, create shopping carts on your website domain. Opencart is the platform that we use in building all our websites, including our own website. It's all built on Opencart. In the old days, you used to have to build your websites manually by creating all the code and doing all the script yourself, using programs such as Dreamweaver, which we still do, we still use. However, in saying that, there are a lot of, what do you call it? I can't think of the word now. There's a lot of apps, if you like, programs that have got websites and templates already done for you. All you have to do is upload to your server using your FTP, and you're good to go. You can tweak it and edit it. So it saves you days, weeks of writing the script yourself from scratch. And that's basically what Opencart is. It's a platform, like I say, that can be tweaked and edited in absolutely any configuration, any layout that you choose. Okay. Now, as you can see on screen here, this is one that we've just about finished for a customer today. So I've chosen this website, and I hope you don't mind, because there's no private information, there's no stats or figures. You know, there's nothing that I have to hide or be cautious of on this one that I've just built at the stage it's at the moment. Okay. So when you first log into admin, there we go, your domain /admin. You will receive, I'm not going to open it, I'll show you. I'm not going to open this file, but I'll show you, sort of show you on the one that we're using right now. Okay. With websites we build, we provide and send to you a Word document which has got all your login details for every aspect of that server. The server we use, incidentally, is Namecheap, which is extremely cheap, as the name suggests, but they offer a load of extras incorporated into their cPanel. But in this Word document, you'll have all the usernames, passwords, what's where, basically, including Namecheap, cPanel, all the API details that we use to build your site, all the passwords are there. Now, when we're putting these together, we have to create accounts, and we create them in your name. So you own everything. However, if it's a site we've built, we do keep a copy of this Word document so that we can offer our free help as and when you ask for it. So we've got details we need to go in and help or fix an issue that you're having with your website. Right, so this is how you get your dashboard when you log in. Okay, now the first thing we need to do Hold on. I normally do a couple of items for you to start you off so that you can see how things are laid out, where things are, to give you some sort of idea of what's happening where. Okay. Now, I'll show you the front end of this one, just so you can see. Right, so this is the Opencart that we're using to create this. This is what we've built so far for this customer. Okay. So the first thing, when you log into your Opencart, you need these categories, your menu header, your tabs, if you like, whatever you want to call them, your menu bar. Now, at the moment, I've just put this one item up and I've created a category, is what they're called in Opencart, categories. And you can have as many as you like in here. If we quickly refer to my website, see, I've got two rows, sorry, a whole range of items and services. Okay. So this customer gave me one product, so we created a category to match that, so that we could put this item into. Okay. And that is done under categories. There we go, and there we have the ornaments that you've just seen. Now, you can complete these. The category pages, I don't put too much time into. Obviously, the emphasis on your website is your front page, your about us, your terms, your contact, and then your product pages. Everything else is sort of added on, not as extra. I mean, that they have a role to play, but they're not as critical. They're not going to bring in the customers just based on your category heading and the scripts you put in that. So much. It's generally your products and services that we go to town on. They're the ones that are going to bring in your customers from your search engines or from other marketing that you do. Okay. But you do have the options there to be a bit more informative if you wish. Okay. And then your data. Right. Ornaments is at the top row. Okay. And what that means, it's on the menu bar. Okay. Column, we've got one there because it's first in the list. As we go along the menu bar with different headings there, okay, you can arrange them in any order you like, regardless of the order that you created them, okay? So this category called ornaments, we're going to have first in the list, okay? Enabled. If it's a subcategory, just quickly flick into my site, you'll see I've got drop downs here. These ones are your subcategories, okay? And you can put it under your main category, okay? And that's what is meant here by the parent. If you want it to go underneath something, okay? Or whether it's a subcategory itself. Keywords. Oops. Right, I have got another video on how to write your SEO and your meta tags, okay? But suffice to say, we'll just put a couple of words in there and then save that. and then we can create a new category. Control C, Control V, copy and paste. Now I'm just going to do this category very quick. Parent none, because we want this category that we just called drinkware to go at the top, actually show in the menu bar. So we click that, and this is going to be second in the list, in the row. Okay. Oops, let's do that. Save that. So you see now, if we refresh this page, we've now got the drinkware category on the top of menu bar. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is go and add some products. In the catalog menu on your dashboard, scroll down, click products. Now there's one there, but we're going to create a new one. Right, your product name wants to be very informative and descriptive. I'm just going to very quickly fill this in. Not going into as much detail at the moment, because this is just an introduction to navigate round. Keywords is not a sentence. That's a meta tag, so we need to create it as a meta tag, which would be like that. Product tags is what words are used. Once the customer gets to your website and they use your search engine on your website, this is the words then. And strangely enough, on my own website, which is largely or predominantly sublimation, I get people coming in and searching the word sublimation. Seems a bit silly. My whole site is based on it. So if I list everything there, it's just silly. So I don't put sublimation in here in the search engine because all our products are based on it. But so far as you guys retailing, you just want words in here that the customer is likely to search. Ceramic, mug, 11 ounce. And that'll do. With your meta tag keywords, that is used for the search engines. So we want more information in there. Oops, spelled correctly. In saying that, spelling correctly, if there's any words that are generally or can be spelt in 2 different ways or 3 different ways, then put all the spelling, all the options down. For example, you know, personalized with a Z and a personalized with an S. American and European. Obviously, we don't need that one unless you're shipping to Europe. So we're not. So there's no need for that particular word there. Data, sorry, description, very quickly. Full screen toggle, code view. Now we can write anything we like in this description. And what we write is to entice the customer or to persuade the customer to buy this item. So we want to go to down here, really emphasize this product. So the customer knows exactly what they're buying. Okay, and that's what's going to go on the front page. However, we can click code view here, and you'll see the actual HTML, if you like, the code that the internet uses to translate your page so it's visible as a website, as a web page. Okay, and you'll see all these funny codes in there. There you go. So I'll do it that way so you can see it a bit better. Okay. Now we can add, if you know any scripts or any code HTML, then you can add your own. Okay. Now those are, what am I doing? In the wrong order. There we go. Right, so what I've just done there, just very simple, basic stuff. There we go. Large letters, titles. Even those little codes, they're important and used a great deal so far as search engines go. You don't have to worry about the code view until it's time, or until you're ready to start adding other beneficial scripts to that page. The scripts can be added that are not necessarily seen or noticed by the customer at the front end, but we use them to grab information or to push information to search engines to help us out and promote this item in the search, in the list, Google's, in the rankings. Sorry, rankings. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. So let's go back there. Oops. Right, so product name, something that sells it to the customer. When it comes to data, we only need information that's relevant to us so that we know what part it is as the printer, if you like. SKU, UPC, you have to buy these numbers when you register them, but you don't have to use them. They can be just left blank. If you don't have any SKUs registered, then that's fine. Just leave it blank. Location, we can leave blank. This is for shipping. Okay. Well, our old website in the system there, it's set up our location, the store, and everything. So we don't need to enter it here, but we would enter it if you have like more than one location. If what I tell people or suggest people do is have their main location there, and if they do a weekend at a craft fair every weekend, or the mall, is to actually create a second store. We'll put in the location there, and this helps with your marketing. You can market both locations, perhaps have different products at each location. you know, if you've only got a certain range or a couple of items at the mall, and yet your main store or your home garage, whatever, you've got your full range. We can differentiate what's where um, in the location field. MPN I use a lot. It actually says manufacturer's part number. I use it for suppliers details. Okay, so if you've got your mugs, you can put in there okay. Now, I do like Conda, so I am a bit biased, but I will mention them when they do a product that I don't. We don't do mugs or drinkware. So yeah, they have an item called Mug 01, or you can put in there Gates and Mug. So when it comes to reorder this item, when you run out of stock, you know exactly where it's from and which item it is. The customer doesn't see this information. That's just for you. Okay, so you can write what you like in there. You can even write the web address of where you purchased it from. Okay, and which page, whatever you want. So you can go straight to it for reordering. Price, whatever you want. Tax, if you charge tax. Quantity, if it's a seasonal item, you can put in there the quantity that you have. For example, mugs, you're going to be doing all year round. So we'll just put 999. Subtract stock, yes. If you run out, how long will it take you to get some more? Well, it'll be 2 to 3 days, 4 days, depending where you are. Conda is based in Alabama. So it depends where you are from there. Okay, so how fast you can get some. Okay. Requires shipping. These mugs do. And what that means is it's not a download. It's not a digital service. It's a physical item, so it requires shipping as opposed to emailing. Okay. This one is a common one that's forgot. Date available. Okay. Today's date's the 30th, but I always click the 1st of that month. Now, the reason for that is when we go to click save on this item, it will say active from today, and it'll post it at the end of today up to the website. So you're not going to see it on the website until the morning. Okay. And that's a common issue we get asked about. I've created a product and I can't find it on the website. This is usually why. So I tend to just change it to the 1st. Okay. Mugs. Now, you can put anything you want in here. You can put 15 inches. Now, obviously, that's unrealistic for one 11-ounce mug. Okay. But you can put, well, I know the mugs are actually 4 by 4 by 4. Okay, for one mug, including the handle, 4 inches cubed. Okay. When it comes to, I don't know, a slate, for example, 7-inch square. Okay, a 7 by 7-inch slate. I would actually put 8 inches in there. The slate itself is 7 inches, but by the time you've got the gift box that it comes in and the polystyrene packing for that one slate, I've put 8 inches and then 1.25 inches thick. And that gives you a bit extra. And this bit extra ensures that if the customer orders 2 or 3 slates, then when this goes to the shopping cart, it'll have a better idea, a better translation, if you like, as to how many is going to fit into what type of mailing box. Okay, for example, an 8-inch square is not going to fit into a small flat rate box. Okay, and then the weight, I can't remember off the top of my head what the weight of the mug is, but we can come back and edit that. Okay, links. What category are we going to want this mug in? Well, we're going to want it in the drinkware, obviously. Manufacturer, well, that's you yourself. You can put yourself in there. If it's, I don't know, if it's a brand that the customer may recognize, then we can use that. And I can show you how to set up all the manufacturers, brand names, your Oracle, specialty materials, but they're not necessarily ones that your customers are going to recognize, so not worth listing them. Those anyway. Filters, stores, downloads. Well, there's no downloads associated with this mug. Related products. When you go to your website, so you scroll down. Oh, that's a bad example. There's none on there. Just bear with me. Let's go. I will show you. Let's just click on anything. Right. When you click on an item, it is always an idea to try and upsell. And what that means is, regardless of what the customer is looking at, i.e. a leather monogram watch here, we always put in front of them some other options that may be related in some way. Okay, watch straps, the Apple Watch. Okay, and that's with a view to try and upsell, and that's what this is, related products. Okay, so they'll show on the same page as related items. Attributes, we can put in here okay, there's a special feature. Options. I like this one. Right, in here we were going to have, let's just show you the front page. Okay, these are your options, all these different features here that the customer can select and have an input of their design. Okay, whether they want it blank or printed item, if they want a special message or name putting on for a personalized item or instructions. The customer can even upload their screenshot, JPEG, design, artwork, whatever file they want, they can upload and send you the artwork all ready to print. Okay, and then quantity. We also have other features on our website which are extra. They're not standard to Opencart, and that's the WhatsApp app, which allows customers to click on that and send a message straight to my cell and start asking questions on that particular product. I also have a button here for Online Designer. This allows the customers, the visitors to my website, to click on that, and they can design it online thereby, so they don't need to upload any file or instructions unless there's any ambiguity. Okay, so they can design it online, or they can just go to add to cart. Okay, so these different options here, and also if you're doing shirts with different sizes, different colors, then we can define those in the options, okay? Or totes, bags, and we can put different colors or any option related to that product, okay? So in here, we're going to put, we'll just type in the first letter, and there we go, it took a while. We'll just type in the first letter and it'll come up. Type in F for file, we go click on that. There we go. A required field? No, that's optional. Text area, that's going to be optional. So select, excuse me, select no. You can put, there's a whole list, dates, delete, whatever, and you can have the customer interact on your website. Okay. Discount, right, that's going to get, we'll come back to that because that gets a bit involved if we're going to use that feature. Special price, we can have a special price, okay. In fact, let's go back here. We didn't enter a price, did we? $15 for one printed mug, special. So we can do a price of $12 starting today. So I always put the first of the month, but it's only valid till, let's just do an introduction for 2 weeks. Okay, so the end date, and that will actually give the customer a countdown of that price before it goes back to regular price. Image. Right. Well, I say this is a brand new site, so the images ain't here, so we'll quickly go on. We'll go put some up. So I've got backups of some of the site. So there we go. That I generally start you off with. We'll upload some more onto your server. More. We'll just upload a few products. Right, so there we go. So we got a picture of a mug there. Reward points, you can offer your customers loyalty points. So they save up and get a free mug if they collect 1,000 points or something, whatever you wish. Okay, and then SEO. Yeah, I did write it in there. Okay, so that's the SEO, and then click save. There we go. We have white ceramic mug. So let's go to the front page, click fresh, and we should see, there we go. And there's our mug that we've just created as a new item. Okay, with the available options. Okay, and this is what the customer's saying. And then related, so we'll try and sell them a slate as well. Okay. And that's your products. There is a bit more, it does get a bit more involved than that, like I did mention earlier with adding scripts. Oh, you can see there, see, it shows you what stock you've got left, whether it's live on your website. So you can do some work tonight, create new products, and actually list them on your website next week. You know, we can just enable them. Sorry about that, that put me off. Yeah, so we can have the product ready to enable for any special event, and we can just click enable. Special price 0. Let's just go check that, that's wrong. Oh, special, I'm sure I put $12 in there. Save. Yeah, there we go. Regular price 15, special price 12. Right, yeah, as I was saying, it does get more involved. You can have the whole thing I said I would come back to, this discount. You can create a discount for a particular group or a school or little league. They can sign in and you can create a special price just for that group. Now, the rest of your customers will not see this price. This is only for a particular group of people. Okay, and we can do that. I can show you how to create multiple accounts on your one website and given each account their own prices, their own products, etc., etc. Okay. Right. Options. You saw that we mentioned options earlier, and we went to the text area and file. Okay. Well, you can create some more, but there's one here that I do need to. There's one here for size, which relates to your item, your clothing. Okay. So we can add a few more buttons. They've already got some in there, but we can put extra small. And we'll have that as number 1. I'll show you in a minute. So we got extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and then you've got your double XL. XL. Right, so to make sure they show in the right order, we've got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and this one will be number 5 on the list, number 6, number 7. Okay. Save. So you can create more options for, you can have your color shirts, anything else. You can create your own options that you wish to use. Okay. Information. Right. Your pages at the bottom, these in the black box. Information. Okay. About us, terms, delivery information. Okay. That is entered down here, your about us. And you can do an introduction there, logos, a map, anything you like. I tend to suggest keeping it professional, bearing in mind that you're growing this venture into a nice substantial business. So let's start off being professional and grow it as a professional business, rather than a part-time hobby and you don't care too much and it's part-time. That's not really the impression that I would want to give my customers. You know, I want them to know that I'm fully committed, devoted, and this is a full-time venture for me, regardless of what's really going on. Okay, so they know that I'm serious. Their products are going to be quality and they're going to get them in an extremely good, timely manner. We have terms and conditions. You can download the PDF from our website and just edit it with your name and details, whatever you want to change. But there's a nice template, if you like, on our website that it's free download. You can go get it. Okay, Opencart. Going further down, so that's your catalog. You're adding new items. Very easy. All you've got is your categories and your products. Okay, and then you may delve into the options if you need to create some more. And I'll help with any of these things if you get stuck, if you ask. If you don't ask, I don't know and I can't help you. Extensions. Right, Opencart is a platform, like I say, it's very diverse, and you can edit and manipulate in any way you like. And one of the things that you can do is add other extensions to your website. For example, the WhatsApp feature, okay? That is not a default item to Opencart. That is an extra add-on that I've put onto my Opencart. My website uses Opencart as well, okay? The Online Designer, that is a added feature and added program that we set up and we configure all that. Depending on how long this video goes, yeah, I'm not going to have time today. I'll quickly show you that. I'll do another video on that. So yeah, so we can add other extensions, okay? So your main ones, if we click on modules, okay, it gets a bit in depth. Let's go to shipping. Right, shipping. Flat rate, so you've got different options. If you've got a UPS account or a USPS account, then we can install them, configure them, and connect to the API of that company. And what that does, it'll calculate in your shopping cart the cost to ship that customer's order. It'll do it all for you. If you don't have an account with them, it's free to set up these accounts. If you want them, then fine, you know. If not, then we can use flat rate shipping and just say, right, every order is $8. We can set that up in there and tell it $8 for every order. Or you can do weight-based shipping, say $5 for £2, £2, $10 for £5. You can tell it the rules, and that's what it'll charge your customer when it goes to the shopping cart. Right, free shipping, I always disable, because customer, if you've got it on the shopping cart, the customers will select it. Okay, I know. But pick up from store is an option, and I usually enable, as you can see there. So your local customers, if they feel that they're close enough, then they've got the option to waive the shipping cost and come pick it up themselves. Or meet you at the mall, meet you wherever at the ballpark, so they don't pay the shipping. So that's an option, a feature there that you can include. And then payments, again, depending on who you bank with, you can add different payment options. Obviously, the most common one is PayPal, and depending on what type of PayPal account you have, you can link to the API. Okay. PayPal obviously allows everyone with a PayPal account to pay you straight from their online bank, i.e. PayPal. PayPal as a company will also process credit cards for you. So you don't have to go to any of these other merchants, they're called, okay? You can use PayPal to process your credit cards. So even if you do not have a PayPal account, you can use a credit debit card to pay for this order. And you can phone PayPal up and they will set that up for you. And we can just go into Opencart here and connect to the right API and get that set up for you. Okay. Square, I don't use Square, but a lot of you guys do. It does work. The hesitation is because it's just a pain in the neck every time, every customer that wants this on their website. It's a great feature. It's just a pain in the neck to set up. Opencart is fine. It's not that difficult. But when it comes to talking to Square, their customer support, tech support is a pain in it. They're just, you need to talk to someone that knows what they're on about. Not all of their tech support is very knowledgeable on their own API, their own product. So it's a bit long-winded to set up, but it's a great feature that'll benefit your customers once you do get it all set up. And then there's other options here, big companies that you can connect to. There are some other extensions as well that we can add to Opencart. So if you've got a payment, a merchant or whatever from somewhere else, then give me a shout, send me a message, and I can go see if there's an API that we can link in to your website to incorporate it. Okay. Design. The main one here you're going to use is banners. Okay, at the top of the page. Okay, on the front page we have this scrolling banner here. Okay, that is done under design and banners. Homepage slideshow. And we can add whatever we want in that scrolling banner. Okay. Systems usually all set up for you. I'm not going to go into that because I don't want you editing stuff that you don't need to. As you start building your website, and if you need to go in there and change something, then I will of course tell you how and where it is. But I think at the beginning stage, there's no reason for you to start adjusting any configurations that has your website working like this. Okay. Now, if there's any questions, you're welcome to drop me a line, get in touch with Facebook or YouTube, on our website, email, however you like. There's many of options for you, and I welcome them all. Thank you. And we'll sort that out for you with whatever you need help with. Opencart does allow you to ship all over the world, but you don't have to enable it. You don't have to set that up. Opencart will permit you to charge state tax. You don't have to. Well, legally you do have to. You have to declare your earnings. But there are some situations where you don't charge tax, and we can set that up, or not charge tax, do charge tax, and we can set that up with various rates or whatever. Okay. And then you'll get a graph on how your sales are doing, and you can see where you sell, what you've sold, how many, who's purchased them, who's created an account. And we've already seen when you go into products, you can track your stock. I've already shown you that we can reorder. We know where those details are. So all the stock is enabled. You've got your customers' invoices and sales. Okay. And we can monitor those. What Opencart does not do is monitor or process your purchase orders for the supplies you buy in. For example, there's nowhere to identify that you've got a purchase order from Conda or Coastal, JPS, whatever, for sublimation paper or inks. All you have is the products that you're selling, i.e. how many mugs that you've got, okay, and how many you have left, and where they came from. So it's your stock management, not your purchasing. Okay. And then we've got marketing. If you want to create coupon codes for your customers, then you can create one for one particular customer only if you wish, and then give them whatever code you create. Oh, excuse me. And then reports, we can print out sales reports, whatever else we need for our quarterly figures or monthly figures or whatever system you use. Okay. So that's the basics. I say it does get a lot more in depth than that. And I will do another video on the online designer so you can see that working, even though I have links where you can go and play with it. I will do a video showing you the back end, and go into detail on that a bit more. I will do another video on scripts and HTML for building your products that we saw here earlier. I'll do another video going in how to write scripts and what scripts are available and what the options are, and exactly what we can do with that. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. You've been with the Laughing Professor, live on demand. I thank you for all your custom, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.